everybody. So here's that video. If you were watching the last one, I was hinting that there was a Proline video on the way. It's right here. This is where it is. So, as you can see, there's new rims and new tires. Get this little focus better. Downwards maybe. And there we go. There we go. There we go. So, as I was saying, new rims, new tires. There's actually even a set of metal links up there. Nothing, no brands on them. I don't know what brand they are. We're just gonna go with aluminum links. Up top on the front of the bomber. So basically, you're just normal, average Wraith links. Get that out of the way. Back to the main point. We got our rims and tires, and one other thing, a hat. And my phone going off. So, about a week and a half ago, I think I mentioned in the last video, I did a Proline order. And what tires they were, and what rims I think I mentioned exactly what I was getting. I also mentioned Paul at Proline Racing. Thank you, by the way, ahead of time. And Leo, thank you too. I mentioned, could I get a new hat? I have this hat that I wear in all my videos for inside, and I generally put on my other hat for outside. I sometimes wear this, but it being gray, I really don't want to ruin it. As you guys know, it gets wet, muddy, you know. In an area like me, that's what I deal with, so this kind of color will get dirty really quick, but I really like the hat. It's just a very nice hat. So I asked, hey, if there's a possibility I could, you know, also get another hat thrown in. Pretty bold to ask, but, you know, I did. And he said, yeah, no worries. So, again, Paul, thank you very much for throwing in another hat. You're always saying yeah, sure to whatever, t-shirts and all these things. Thank you very much. And I'm actually going to put this on hold. My event, King of the Rock. I'll put my Facebook link to what that is in the description so you guys can just see what King of the Rock is. But it's an event I'm putting on, very similar to like King of the Hammers sort of style. Paul, thank you very much, sent a banner and a set of the Baja, Proline Baja tires, the BFG Bajas, the KR2s, I think they are. I'm just going to go with that one. He sent those free for my event as for a prize for a lucky winner. So, thank you very much for that. Very, very excited to show that in the video and get to hand that to someone, and you know, that's gonna be a first for me, and get to show you guys stuff. But back to this. I got a new hat. So it's blue, which all my Proline, the other Proline, my other Proline hat is blue. My one is gray. This one's gray. But the other one's kind of got the PLs all through. It has like a design all through the back. This one's just very basic and very blue, which I like. I'm a big fan of blue. It's got Proline back there. And then this here is actually rubber. So, very unique. It's kind of like a tire, right? You got your rubber, it's not a tire, but your rubber badge of sorts. Very cool. So, you know, again, very excited that I got a new hat. One, I'm a bald guy, so I collect hats. I wear all sorts of different hats every day. And to be able to have a new Proline hat, because the other one's getting pretty rugged in the sense of I wear the absolute crap out of it. So, comfy hat. The nicest hats I've worn. I love Fox hats. I love my Oakley hat. My Proline hat's better than those hats. I'm a hat connoisseur. Do not judge me. Don't judge me. But if you guys watch My Name is Earl, don't you judge me. But I'm fussy. All sorts of hats, they don't fit very well, or they're too tight, or whatever. Even the ones you get that are your size, they just don't fit right? It's a flex fit. so they should all fit right, but some of them are tighter and some of them just don't fit the nicest. And I've got some hats like that. They generally sit just with my collection, and I don't wear them as much because they tight squeeze on my head, and I don't really like the tight squeeze. I'm always squinting, so it's just adds to getting a big headache. These hats, I never get the headache. I never get a tight squeeze. It's literally, I'm just gonna wear this new hat for the rest of the video. That's what I'm gonna do. So this hat, like, it just have not put this hat on yet. This is the first time I put this hat on. Just slides right on. Perfect fit. So Paul, I don't know if you stretch your hats there. I don't know if you guys have like a pre-fitter. Or like if you figured out the size of my head or something and you fit it. Perfect fit. Love it. And just in case I can't find the hat for the link, I'm going to just quickly go like this. There's the hat. There's the link. Hold it there for a minute. Write it down. And you're screwed if you didn't get it down. And if you don't like hats, well, they got toques and t-shirts and sweaters and all sorts of stuff. Now the tires and the rims. These are the 2.2 Faultline rims. Not the Faultline rims for a Yeti. These are the Faultline rims just for the crawler, the normal 12mm hex. Sandwich bead on each side instead of the 3-piece. So single piece rim with the two rings on either inside and outside. Now, I wasn't really thinking. The Bomber has such a big front. And by the way, here's a good shot of the rim. Really nice shot. Well, I don't know if that's a really nice shot, but, you know, it's a good shot of the rim. Nice rim, right? Really nice rim. With the Bomber, it's got these big steering arms, right? I'm also running the non-spacer hex. Now, I've spaced out to what I believe the spacer is, and I could be wrong, it could be a little wider with the spacer, and I think it is. But I've done that to basically stop this from rubbing, and it still rubs. I can feel it rub, but it's gonna work fine for now. The other idea I had, aside from getting those other spacered ones, the spacered hex, and running those, see if that fixes the problem, but I don't know if they might not fit in the hole. It all depends on that whole scenario, right? I could also drill out the hole, I guess. But one idea I had was running flush, even more flush bolts, like sunken head or something, inside, on the inside of the rims. But I don't think that's still gonna, I'm not sure. It still rubs like right on the rim. It, like, without the spacer in there, it like goes like this over each nut head and then back onto the ring. So it definitely does not work. I will try the other hexes, but unfortunately, guys, if you have a Bomber and probably a Wraith, so far these aren't working. And it's a bit of a downer because they're awesome looking rims. I love my Denali's and really like these. The only downside was they weren't a sealed rim. I didn't realize that. So I just sealed them. You just put a ring of tape around it, make sure it's all sealed, and go from there. And now they're all sealed. That way I just don't have to deal with those stinky foams and the full up water and everything like that. It's you guys know what it's like. But anyway, that's the issue I'm having with these rims with the Bomber. Sadly, they do not fit on the front. I'm going to try the spacer, see if that works. Maybe even just get a wider... see if I can get a wider hex, a bunch of wider hexes for this. That might work. But if I can't fix that problem, I might have to order a new set of rims. I think the Denali's are actually a wider offset, but I'm not sure. That's what I didn't quite realize. I forgot that I was going to need such a wide offset for this rim setup. Or the way the truck's set up, sorry. But, you know, minus all that, which I think I can fix without having to really deal with Proline, even though I've already sent a message to them. I've also mentioned that I'm going to try and figure it out. So it's not like, I need new stuff. Hopefully I can get this fixed and keep running these rims, because honestly they look great. They just fit the style of the truck, and you know, I really would just like to keep these rims. It's my honest opinion. Bit of a pain to seal or seat. Really big foams, guys, at Proline. You guys should maybe cut down the size of foams. They're really big. But I got them in there. I figured out you had to tear or cut, whatever. I just teared them. But you had to kind of do a star shape cut in the foams. And I think I got them all sealed pretty good. We'll find out, I guess. But eventually I will be throwing the dual stage foams in here anyway, so that's, you know, whatever. Yeah, that's really all I got for that. Unfortunately, they're not sitting on there very well with the washer. Yeah, put washers in there, they're not sitting very... Maybe that's my C-hub, let's see. Never mind, it's my C-hub. My C-hub's loose. So I gotta tighten my C-hub. I gotta do that. Wow, I really gotta tighten that. I gotta do some tuning up work, and yeah, I've just been kind of on other projects. Back to the good stuff. So that's the rims. I already stripped out a number of the screws. I hate 1.5. I was kind of down that they were all 1.5. That's right. Proline designers, you're getting a bit of a... You're getting one of those. I hate 1.5. It's the only, like, super downer. It's the 1.5. But, yeah, just a lot of screws to deal with. But very strong seal. So, there's a lot of benefits to it. But I stripped out a number of them so you can see that there's replacements on some of them, and some of them are on the inside so you can't see them, and whatever. But that's basically all that's with the rims. That was the only problems that I had, was the screws. That was the biggest downer, and, well, the fact that they don't fit. But that's more, I think, the spacer. I need to space out the actual hexes on the shaft. But that's neither here nor there. I'll figure that much out later, and maybe that'll be cheap to fix, easy to fix, and that's always good. Feel free to leave any comments in the description how I can fix that problem if anyone has dealt with that. I know generally you'd run a 3-piece because it's the inner ring's a lot bigger or whatever, different, so it just works better. The Tituses were fine, but all in all, love the look of the rims. So the link will be in the description for these rims. Check them out. Awesome rim. Just generally for a bomber, you gotta space them out a little bit. And then the tires. Tires I've gotten are the 2.2 Flatiron XL. So these tires, one, are nice and sticky. I believe they're like the G8 compound, so nice sticky tires. Nice and big. They're the XLs, so you can definitely see that they're a big tire. As you guys know, I like big tires, so that's a biggie. There's the treads. Get the light over here a little bit. There's the tread pattern. Very nice tread. As you can see, it's got all the nice slices in the tread, and all those slices add for grip, right? I've gone through that in a video. I like how they add all these little grooves in the tread so that you're getting even more traction. That's the point to it, right? You want more traction for the whole, especially on ice. For example, this tire would just flatten right out, and each and every one of those tread grooves would be digging in and acting as grip. The dog's having a dream. And then these little slices will almost act as suction cups to what they're driving on. So, very good design and tire. The same tires on my custom STX10 that I built, Murdoch, as I'm calling it. So, yeah, just great tires. Highly recommend them. Links in the description for them. And even the sidewall, like you can see here, just very nice gap in between, so the knob on the side actually grabs before the knob on the top of the tire. There's a good amount of sidewall knob, and as all you rock guys know, you need sidewall. That's what you need. That's a big, big, big thing. So, that all aside, here's the bomber. That's what the bomber's going to be rocking for the next quite a while. I don't plan on changing much at all. I plan on just keeping these tires on here until they go bald. And from there, we'll go to different tires. But, again, 2-stage foams. Check them out, dual-stage foams. Put those in the link or the description as well, too, for you guys. But, again, yeah, this is the new setup for the bomber, minus the headlight that will be right at the top. One Too Many RC's light, as you guys saw, that's going to be right on the top here. So I believe I can grab it actually here for you guys and just kind of bring it over. But as I explained, very long cord, or as I mentioned, I'm just going to run this one right at the top of the truck. It's just going to be right in the middle. I might run it off more to one side, and maybe I'll put it up inside. Not 100% sure, but it's going to, I think it's probably going to run right in the middle here. But at the same time, I think it'd be kind of cool to run it like right there. But I don't know. Then I'm kind of not getting a whole lot of light on the other side, right? So it doesn't really make sense on that side. So probably going to be mounting the light. Maybe I'll mount it like here, a little lower down or something. I'll make it so the roof actually comes out quite a bit farther. Then I'll cut it to the shape, but it'll actually come out farther. We'll see. Not sure. But I kind of just interrupted the Proline. But the bomber's getting a whole new look. That's basically it. We're even throwing on an old top Wraith panel, just because it's longer. So like I say, maybe I'll run it like here. Cut that part off or something, or, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. New looks, new stuff, Proline gear, Proline hats, always good. And again, Paul, thank you very much for that shipment for King of the Rock. That link will also be in the description again. It's my event that I'm starting up, very King of the Hammers based. So, the first prize package for all the local guys to me coming to my event is, it's apparently not the first one, but my first contribution, because it's me and someone else that are going to be, I got some help to put it together from the more middle end of my island. He's got some people that are really want to take part, and they're coming down, so more people, get the community involved. But my contribution is the Proline, and I always support Proline with everything I've got. So definitely gonna be excited to show off my prize package. Be able to hand it in the video, hand it to a lucky winner, and be able to say, thanks, Proline, for the prize. And thank you for sending the prize for the event. So, that's that. Next video is actually going to be a run video of these tires. And then there will be a, like I said in the last video, a night video for the light, but the light will probably be on the truck, just not turned on. I'm going to have a separate battery to run for that. But that's that. Hope everybody's having a great week. It's now Friday, so this video will probably be up tonight, if not tomorrow morning, so it'll be the weekend, depending where you live. Well, I guess it would be the weekend. It's probably the weekend now. Already. I don't know. But regardless, have a great weekend. Go out and have fun with RCs. If you haven't tried one, go find a buddy that's got it. Get out and try one. Just watching the video now and it's your first time, like, comment, subscribe. Again, subscribe if you're just watching it for the first time. If you don't want to, whatever. It's not offensive, really. I'm kidding. It's not a... If you don't have a YouTube account, I guess you can't really subscribe. So, if you have a YouTube account and you feel like subscribing, thank you very much. Please subscribe. And there's that little bell on the side there. Click that little bell. Let you know every time I've got a video. Every time I post one. It'll let you, hey, Quak RC just posted a video. Check it out. And you can be like, hey, don't feel like it. Check it later. And now my dog's getting a drink. Her dream woke her up. But, yeah. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you all into next week. Happy trailing. Cheers.